this green flag and it started collecting the data. Now see that left and right IR sensors is filling, and now what? Hello friends, so here is one more exciting thing. I believe you would like it. So here is my Quarky and he is meeting his friend Wizbot. So he wants to so he cannot see, right? So he wants to sniff him. So he wants to sniff and understand how the Wizbot looks like. So how he can sniff? He has two IR sensors. You can see he's glowing, but I cannot see it. Yeah, you know it, right? So it's time to sniff how the Wizbot looks like. And the challenge is we have to keep a note or keep track of what data he is sending to us. For example, you see here, this is the Quarky left IR sensor value and right IR sensor value, and that I am storing into a variable. I created a variable manually here. You might be knowing how to do this, and then I do it here, and then I say okay, like that. So the number and all. So that's why I created this, and then I'm setting the value to this. So now the live sensor data is storing here. Now if I run it, you see the values are changing, and he's actually feeling the Wizbot. Can you understand the feeling? Like Quarky is getting his cousin or whatever friend Wizbot, and he's trying to feel it. But every time you see it's moving to the next position, it's forgetting the previous value. So how can we feel that how he is feeling? Or if I tell you in a serious note that how many times it has happened with you that you have a sensor which is reading the for say temperature or humidity of your area, and you want to make a note of this and you want to store it somewhere, and you because you are storing into a variable, the variable is forgetting. Of course, you know the solution is data logger. So if you store into a data logger, the data logger will take care of storing the value. But there is something more on this. So let me first introduce the data logger, and I will show you what's the surprise after that. So please stay till the end, like other YouTuber says, and let me stop it first. And then this is the node or method I have created to create a data logger file, a CSV file, and then every time you are making a note of the left IR and right IR value, you are storing it into the data logger. So it's very simple data logger. If I show you the file how it looks like, I will open it, and this is the file how it looks like. It has a column saying that first one is the time or the sequence number, and then left IR and right IR. So the value will come like 1. It's time instant 1. Left IR value this much. How much? I mean this much and this much. And then next instance second value like this. So it will keep going and it will keep storing. So I believe this much you already know. That's not a surprise if I do this, but the surprise is waiting now. So how can you feel it? How can you plot it? What if you can plot the value and see how things are going? Because everything is going into a file, right? And until you open the file, plot in Excel, you will not know. But is there a way to plot it in the PictoBlox, or where you are doing live plot? So this is the batch file I have created, and there are so many things behind it. It's not a 1 KB thing. This is just a simplified version for you, where you have to mention the file. This is the one. So you have to mention, this is the Python script I'm running, and this is the data logger value. So this create data logger is creating this CSV file. So I'm just sending him, and he is doing the live plotting. So how a live plotting looks like, let's see. So I'll just double click this so that the live plotting starts before I can start sniffing, or before the Quarky starts sniffing Wizbot. So this is my thing, because the file is empty, it's not have any plotting, and now the story starts. So you see how I'm doing here, and how this is changing. Let me move it in the right place before I can do the thing. And okay, and yeah, I don't think you want to see this now. Let's start. So I will click this green flag, and it started collecting the data. Now see that left and right IR sensors is filling, and now what's going on? 1 minute. It's not My camera is not updating this one. 1 minute. 1 minute. And YouTube. Actually, I'm moving the quad key, so I want you to see how I'm moving the quad key. So yeah, now you can see my hand. Okay, great. So let me do it one more time. Or I think you understood. So let me continue this. So I will now take this and move it like I was doing. And you see, so if I show it the white area of the whizboard, which is actually not the whizboard, he's thinking, okay, where is my friend? Where is my friend? It's just a cover. So here is the whizboard. So now he's really sniffing the whizboard and moving here and there. And you see the change in graph. The blue one denotes left, and the right one is the orange color. So this is how it is. And now let me stop it and let's pause for a moment and understand what is the potential of this graph. So let me try to resize this and see it's resizing. But this much resizing is not enough, right? So you see all these data points that's being plotted. So how can I zoom to this or pan to this? Let's see. So it's written right click to resume the auto scrolling. So I will right click and see the live mode auto scrolling started. Now from my mouse I will just scroll to zoom and just scrolling, and if I hover the mouse, just now you saw every point it's marking and telling what was the value there. And then this is the zoom feature by just scrolling the mouse. And now I will click the graph by my mouse and I will drag it up, down, left, right, and you see I am able to pan the thing. Now here I see a minute details. It's very less, but suppose you are interested in little bit fluctuation in your area temperature and you want to zoom to this, just scroll it and see the change. And now you might be thinking, okay, what, this is only 2 data plot, what about 3, 4, 5? You keep adding, doesn't matter, and it will keep plotting it seamlessly because it's syncing to the, or it's listening to the CSV file, and whatever new columns appears, it will take into account. So if I let me see if I can show you that. So let me first explain you this data logger, how I'm sending it. I'm just hiding it from out of your eyes just to keep it suspense. Now I'm showing it. So yeah, this is the ordinary how the data logger works. There is no magic on that. How it works, you know, and so this is the one you see. This is the file name .csv file. So if you change it here in my batch file, just now I showed, you have to change there as well. And now here, as I was telling, so I will add one more data point, column number 4, and which could be blah blah blah, or let me have a random value because I don't think I don't want to add a new sensor to the quad key just now to show you. So let me add a random value. So I will just take a random value and just pick it here, which is going between 0 to 1000. So this will be the 4th value, and then I will just plug it. So now it is supposed to have, so this is how the CSV was looking like as and when I was streaming the data into the data logger. And now I am telling that after write IR I have a rand, or maybe you can assume it's a temperature you're measuring on your locality temperature, and then you should be expecting another value coming here, right? But not right now, it will come later. So better let me clean it manually, but those things can be avoided. I will do it later. So first I will clean it so that the graph also gets cleaned, no data is there, right? And I will also clean the index from my code because I want the time or the x-axis to start from 0. So if I make it -1, it will change or increase the value to +1. So -1 + 1 is 0, and first value will come as 0. And yeah, it's a small details, you don't have to much care about it. So now it's not syncing. Anyway, I have deleted the content, but it will happen just now. Let's see. So now I will click on this, and expectation is, you see already a temp variable came in, and we should see some temp corresponding value as well along with the IR, left IR and right IR sensor. So let's click on this and see. So now it's to plot again. Oh, it's not plotting because I have to do a right click to come back to this mode, and then yeah, it's plotting again, and I'm doing this. Oh, I'm not showing you the camera view, sorry. This is the camera view, and this is the one, and then I'll do again. See this is the spikes I'm getting, and if you don't do anything, it's a stable line wherever it is. It could be somewhere down, and but the green one, you see the temperature, because it's a random number, it's changing randomly, so don't care about or worry about that. But the other things, I want to put it upside down so it can see lots of light, and now see it's stable but in a high value. So that's how I want to tell that okay, the light plot is really plotting the value which is getting updated into the CSV file. So you see the CSV file is also keep populating. If I do a right click and refresh, reload, and then you click on this and see keep loading. So 424 row number. Now if I do one more time, refresh or reload, 424 was the last line, and now you see it has printed up to 477, so 422 to 477. So what was the speed? I am controlling the speed by this weight, 100 milliseconds. So every 100 milliseconds it's plotting one value, and it has populated so much. Now let me do a full maximize screen. Right click again and pan it, scroll it, go check all the value. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you, how you can live plot when you are actually collecting the data from your hardware. So this is the hardware, every time it's going back, let me do it always on top. Yeah, so yeah, just now you saw that whenever you are collecting the data from the sensor and you are storing into a data logger, along with that it's doing a live plotting of the trending of the data. So how cool it is. What do you think? Please write down into my comment section, and please hit like and subscribe button. That will really help me trying out more such things. Thank you so much. Bye.